You've just settled into a beautiful routine with your baby. Your baby is breastfeeding well, gaining weight, reaching milestones, and bang, your baby is already 5 months old. In another month, you will have to start introducing solid food for your baby. This can be very worrying and stressing out for a lot of mothers because you don't know when to start, how to start, or what foods to start with. So in this video, let us discuss what are the first foods that are recommended to be given to babies once they complete 6 months of age. So stay tuned till the end. Hi, I'm Saranya. I'm the founder of Babypedia. I'm a pregnancy coach and a life coach for mothers. So now let's look at when you should start solids. So it is recommended that you wait for your baby to complete 6 months after birth or 180 days after birth to start solid food. Till then, breast milk, or if you are giving formula is the only source of nutrition for your baby. After your baby completes 6 months, you can start giving your baby solid food. So now what type of food to start off with? Let me first tell you what you should not give your baby. So the first thing is, do not give any dal water, soups, vegetable water, nothing. Okay. Your baby does not need anything in liquid form. Breast milk and formula is more than enough for your baby. Why no dal water is because this is very diluted nutrients. Okay, it's mostly water and very little of nutrients. So when you give it to your baby, it's only going to fill their stomach and not help them gain weight or, give them any type of nutrients from this type of food. This was actually a concept that was introduced when babies were recommended extra food at as early as 4 months of age. So there was a period when, your doctor would have recommended to start off your baby with dal water after they completed 4 months. But then latest research tells us that your baby's stomach, their whole gut is not yet mature enough to digest anything. And it's just, diluted nutrition. So babies are not able to gain weight enough. So they have made it into they've changed the rules or the recommendations to introducing solid food after 6 months. Okay, so now when you're waiting for your baby to complete 6 months, their whole stomach, their digestive system is mature enough. So you do not have to start off with liquids. You can directly give them solid food, not even purees, direct solid food. Your baby will be definitely able to digest, chew and eat. Okay, so now then, what are the other no's? The next no is no sugar or salt. You must be wondering, but how do you flavor the food without sugar or salt? I want you to understand first that your baby does not know any taste except what they get from breast milk or formula, or what you have eaten during pregnancy, right? So for them, sugar or salt is not a taste that they really need. It's actually an acquired taste. So give them natural food without the salt and sugar and they will definitely get adapted to it. There are fruits, vegetables, even rice in essence has its own taste and flavor. And that is enough for your baby. And also very important, your baby's kidneys are not yet mature enough and all the sodium that they need, they're getting from breast milk or formula. So they do not need you to add that extra salt for them to get the necessary amount of sodium. Okay, it's only going to overload their kidneys. And when it comes to sugar, all of us, we humans already have an acquired taste. We all crave sugar. We are in a sugar-laden world. So we do not need to introduce it beforehand. And when I say sugar, it's not just white sugar. What I mean is, there's no jaggery, there's no brown sugar, nothing. Anything that gets processed as sugar does not need to be added for your baby. Now coming to sweet, no honey as well. The third recommendation, no honey. Why? Because your baby will not be able to manage, resisting any infection that they can get from honey until they turn 1 year of age. So honey, a lot of honey combs or bees can have this particular bacteria that's called botulism. Okay, so E. botuli. And if your baby ever gets this in the honey that you are giving, it can be very dangerous for your baby. It can lead to small issues like a stomach cramp or, loose stools, or even serious issues like paralysis and death. So refrain from giving your baby honey till 1 year of age. And no animal milk. You can get products derived from animal milk, but no direct animal milk like cow's milk, buffalo's milk or anything till 1 year of age, because again, the digestive system is not mature enough to digest all the different types of complex proteins that are there in the animal milk. Okay, so these are the basic no's that we usually say before you start solids. Now let's look at what you can give your baby. My personal recommendation, and from experience of seeing a lot of babies, I would personally say start off with fruits and vegetables and not grains. I'll tell you why. Because most of the grains that we give are polished grains and it contains carbohydrates without fiber. So when you start off with rice or you start off with ragi, there's a high chance that your baby can end up constipated. because of the less fiber and more of carbohydrates. So instead, when you start with fiber-rich food like fruits and vegetables, start off with vegetables and then go to fruits, your baby's stomach is able to digest it well because of the fiber that is there in the vegetables and fruits. Your baby does not get constipated, and so your baby is able to handle digestion much better. So you can start off with any type of vegetable that your baby can tolerate. It could be carrots, it could be beetroots, it could be potatoes. Fruits can be like apples, avocados, pears, oranges, anything that you feel is mushy enough to give your baby to start off with. And then after that, you have, maybe 2 to 3 weeks of this, and then you can slowly start to introduce grains. Start off with simple grains. Because nowadays, we are taking in a lot of complex grains like, brown rice, black rice, red rice, and then a lot of millet varieties. But please understand, this is again harder to digest. Okay, so start off with simple grains, your polished white rice, normal ragi, normal wheat, and then slowly, as your baby gets used to all this, around 9-10 months, you can include more complex carbs like red rice, brown rice, and you can also include millets into their diet. So how can you give it to them? You can give it to them as purees. You can give it to them as kanjis, but my personal favorite, you can give it to them as finger food, because at 6 months, your baby will definitely be able to chew with their gums. Their gums are quite strong. If you don't believe, just insert your finger into your baby's mouth and see how painful it is when they chew on your fingers without any teeth itself. Okay, so they will be able to chew, navigate, and swallow. So you can give them soft. You should be able to take the food and press it like this, okay, with your hands, and then you can give that type of food to your baby. And you can also add natural sweeteners. So what are natural sweeteners? Sweeteners that you get from fruit purees. So you can puree an apple, mix it with a little wheat, make a pancake or a porridge out of it and give. You can use date syrup. So boil some dates in water and then, just put it into a mixie. Keep it in the fridge for 4 to 5 days and you can use it to sweeten baby's food. Otherwise, all natural taste. You can add all spices. You can add jeera, you can add a little bit of pepper, you can add any other type of spices that you would like, turmeric into their diet, just no salt and sugar. Okay, now coming to non-veg. Milk derived. Let's start off with milk derived things. So milk is the big no, but you can give curds, you can give paneer, you can give buttermilk. Curds is a great type of food that you can give your baby even as early as they complete 6 months. Okay, because it contains a lot of probiotics, which is going to also help their stomach get all the good bacteria and also help them with digestion. And you can give them paneer, you can give them buttermilk, you can give them cheese if you can get good quality cheese, but otherwise, stay away from cheese till 1 year. And then non-veg, you can start off with eggs. If you're a family who eats a lot of non-vegetarian, you can start off with eggs and any type of meat during 7 months of age itself. But please remember, give them little by little and see how they're able to tolerate it. And also, because meat does not contain much of fiber, ensure that you are combining it with a fiber-rich food like your fruits or vegetables, okay? So that your baby does not again suffer from constipation or any digestive issues when they take in any type of meat and eggs. So these are generally the normal foods. Let me just give you a recap of the foods. No dal water, no soups, nothing in the liquid form, and then no salt and sugar, the second thing. The third thing, no honey, and fourth, no animal milk, okay? What you can start off with is vegetables, and then you can go to fruits, then introduce simple carbohydrates. After that, around 9-10 months, you can introduce any type of complex carbohydrates and millets. And again, when it comes to milk-derived products, curd, you can give it as soon as you start solids, as early as, they complete 6 months. You can start off with curds. You can give them paneer at around 7-8 months. And also non-vegetarian meat, eggs, usually 7+ months, you can start giving it to them. Okay, always ensure that you're combining your meat with a little bit of fiber. So I hope this video gave you a lot of clarity, and if you would like to know more details, just ping us in the comment box, or you can see the description below and I will link you to the course of introducing solids, which you can always buy. You can get it and you can watch all the videos in detail along with a PDF which contains 50+ recipes which you can give your baby before they turn 1 year of age. Take care. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with another mother who is worried about what to introduce for their baby, and subscribe to the Babypedia channel for more information about pregnancy, birth, and taking care of your baby. Bye bye. I will see you soon in another interesting video. Till then, this is Sarah.